Welcome back to the Natural Bodybuilding and Chill podcast. This is episode number 8 with the man right here, Wayne Gaines Carmona, and yours truly, Gary Glutz Amlinger. And he is the host of the Natty Boys podcast. This is going to be very chill. We're going to talk about many different things, but I'll let you introduce yourself and give the audience a little more of an insight on who you are and what you do.
Yeah. So my name's Wayne. I compete in the WNBF, amateur open bodybuilding. Co-host of the Natty Boys podcast. You kind of mentioned that already.
That's right.
Um, Personal trainer, online coach, and yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
the
Gary's
man.
friend.
And by the way, so I don't know Gary's friend. So Wayne is unique. And you know
Mhm.
my middle name? Did we talk about this?
You did, yeah. You mentioned it when we had you on the pod. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. It's very
that's your
rare
middle
and
name,
that is my middle
right?
name. And it's my
Yep.
father's name as well, his middle name. So we must have some sort of connection because
Yep.
I don't
East
know any
Coast.
other Waynes. Do you? I don't know any.
I do.
Oh,
Not
you
Asian
do?
though. I'm the only Asian Wayne. That I know.
The only Asian Wayne around.
Yeah, I know some black Waynes.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah, like Lil Wayne, but in
Oh, we're
person
doing
too.
that?
Yeah, no, I have friends too. Yeah. I've met some Waynes. It's rare though.
Yes, it is very rare. When was the last time you competed?
Not that long, man. Last year, I did a prep last year, but it was just like very low, yeah, kind of low key, yeah. Because I wanted to do worlds, but then I was just kind of like shot,
Hmm.
and then I just ended the prep.
Okay.
But
I
I
vaguely
kept going.
remember this now. Yes.
Yeah,
So did you feel like you were just getting burnt from prep?
yeah, man. I was just pushing too hard. Yeah, just lack of experience, I guess. Because what happened was like I did what was that one? Nancy's show. What is it called again? Oh, the Natural Mania, Pro
Okay.
Universe. That was my
Hmm.
first show. Then after that, I was looking decent. And then I just need to get a little bit more conditioned. And because I didn't qualify for Worlds there, I just assumed that I would. Of course, I don't know. You just in your mind, you think I'm gonna get at least top three. Um,
Hmm.
and then I didn't. So then from there, I was just like, I just wanted to keep pushing. So, and then I told Berto that, and then we just did it, and it just spiraled from there pretty much. In a nutshell, there's a lot more detail to that, but yeah, that's what happened. Just kept pushing for more conditioning, and then just a lot of little things that happened, and but yeah, in a nutshell, just like I pushed too hard, I think too soon. I couldn't handle it pretty much.
Mm.
My quality of life was just going down to shit, really.
I mean, me and
But
Dirk, we had this talk not too long ago, and you just, at a certain point in prep, you start to get so lean and you only have so much mental energy aside from the physical part that you almost need to like isolate, especially the last couple months when you're really dialing it in for like worlds or something like you were going to. It just becomes
yeah,
like you have to think about like how much walking you're going to do, how much social energy you're going to put out there. And if you have a demanding job, I know you're a trainer still, correct?
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
so
you know how that is.
that takes a lot of emotional energy,
Yeah,
as well as just logical energy, if you will. So you only have
yeah,
so much to give when you're that lean and you're eating that many calories. So we totally understand because we've all been there, Dirk, you and myself. So I know it can get extremely tough. Would you say that you're going to compete in the semi near future, or?
yeah. So after that season, so what happened was I did the pro universe Natural
Mhm.
Mania. Then I had planned to do the Mr. America. You ever heard of that show? It's a Jersey show, but it's not
Yes,
like
I have
sanctioned.
heard. There's just like a
Yeah.
lot of really good competitors from all organizations come together,
Yeah,
correct?
it just
Yeah.
has a big name and it's in New Jersey. And I'm from Jersey, so I was like, let me just do that. So I had that planned, and
Hmm.
I already had assumed I'm like, all right, I'm gonna probably qualify to you. I just have to get top three, but I didn't. So then I wanted to scratch that, but Berto's like, just do that. Did that, and then the third show was there's another one in Jersey, Dwayne Broadway, small
Uh,
show. Not too many
mhm.
people showed up. I think it was like only three people in my class, and it was like maybe lasted like 2 hours. This show it was so like quick
Hmm.
because it was small, and then you had to win the class. I didn't win. I think I got second. So yeah, I got second, and then Yeah, I didn't qualify. From then I was just shot. And I'm like, I already had bought like the flight and stuff to Worlds. Like we was Dirk and I were planning it out already. So I ended up going, but I didn't compete. And then I mean Berto wanted me to do another shot. He wanted me to do a monster mash. I think there was you've done that before. That's
Yeah,
right
yeah.
before
Great
Worlds.
show.
But I was
Hmm.
just shot and I didn't feel like traveling and all that. And then, like I said, my quality of life was just going down. Like it was leaking into my actual life. And I was like, I can't do this,
Mm.
you know?
See, that's your problem. You need to have no life like me and just only
Yeah.
bodybuild and do nothing
No, it's
else.
not that, but like work. Like I like my so I run a private studio in my town and there's a guy that owns it. So he would see me and he was like, "Yo, you can't be like this while while you're training clients, like you can't be that low energy. Like you have to smile, you have to be upbeat. Like that's the type of environment too. And there's classes too,
Gotcha.
so it's like, you have to when you're with clients, you have to come with
Yeah,
energy. You can't be
for
like
sure.
dead, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, yeah. So it was just leaking into that part of my life. So I'm like, and then there was points where I'm like I didn't even care if I was losing clients, because it just gave me more time to like just relax and yeah. So it just leaked
Right.
into my life, and then I didn't like it, so I just pulled the plug. Because Berto really wanted me to and man, the whole team wanted me. I think Helms was hitting me up too, trying to like push me to do Monster Mash so I can go to Worlds and stuff.
Hmm.
They thought I would do well, but I was just shot. So I'm like, you know, so the plan was Berto was like just take a year off and then come back in 2025. But our original plan, Dirk, me, and Brian, when we competed in 2021, was to just come back all three of us in 2026. So I'm just gonna stick to that. Really, that's
Okay.
the plan right now.
Okay.
Especially since I got into the MMA stuff, as you know.
Right. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that too. So
Mhm.
2026, you're looking to come back now. Uh,
Yeah.
I have a good idea of what your goals are gonna be, but maybe you could tell everybody what you're trying to do that year.
That year, I mean, I mean, competing. I think as if you're a competitive bodybuilder, you're always trying to get that pro card if you're amateur. So
Hmm.
that's definitely the goal. I mean, the whole idea for us three was just like if we could get on the pro world stage together, us three, that would be real dope. So that was like the main goal.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we'll see, man. You can't like with these shows, it's like you can't tell. Like you just got to come in your best. You can't tell who's gonna show up and yeah, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the ideal goal. Maybe do like a couple shows um, before Worlds just to qualify and But the main goal is always Worlds whenever I compete
Hmm.
because I just want to be with the best really.
Hell yeah.
So
So ideally you win your pro card, then head to Worlds, compete at Worlds.
yeah, and
Obviously,
even if I
that's
don't win my pro card, I'm
still
still
Worlds.
trying to win. Yeah, it's always
Right.
gonna be that I think. Yeah, and just probably plan to just stick with WNBF shows. Really, I was thinking about
Hmm.
Mr. America because it's local and I like the production.
Yeah.
And as you know, in the East Coast and just in general in our country, there's not too many like really good quality shows in regards to production, right?
Mm.
Um, like lighting and because we do all this and we want to get like pictures for memories, but then like yeah, I don't want to mention certain shows that are bad quality, but some you've been around. Um,
Yeah, it's
so
funny. For some reason, recently when I'm on social media, I'm finding that the pictures are really good. Like I rarely
yeah,
see, I'm like, oh, the lighting must suck there. I'm like, damn, the lighting looks great on like these
mhm.
European and Asian competitions in
I
the
was about to say
WNBF.
that.
But what's your longest term goal in bodybuilding? It could be coaching, or as an athlete, or what is
Uh,
your pinnacle? What do you want out of it?
Long term, like, damn, I don't know. I never really thought too long. Like, I just wanted to be the best I could be in wherever that lands me. Because I
Mm,
know how this is. It's very subjective, man. Like, I don't want to get too lost into, competing. Um, but yeah, I want to be one of the best lightweights I could, out there. Um,
perfect.
or bantamweight, whatever weight class bantam lightweight.
Hmm.
Um, But yeah, that's the goal. I want to compete till I always tell these guys I want to compete till I want to be like that 50-year-old guy, like Jeff Alberts kind of
Hmm.
thing. Still competing. God willing, of course. But yeah, that's what I want to be. Like,
Yeah, 100% with
like
you.
placings are not really um like in mind. Obviously, like I'm competitive, but it's a subjective sport. So it's like
Yeah.
it's tough. It's tough.
It's
And I know where I stand, like genetic wise. genetically. Yeah, so just getting to the best I can be. But then also I'm throwing in all these curveballs with like I said, I just started MMA and I really like it. So it's like, I like, I'm an athlete, right? So I like doing different things. It's tough because I do want to powerlift too again at some point. I was powerlifting for like 8 years, with and maybe like what was it, like 3-4 years with Berto, maybe with 3DMJ,
Hmm.
before I just completely switched to straight bodybuilding. And yeah, I like that too. So I don't know, man, but I definitely do want to keep competing until God knows, whenever as long as I can, really.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. I mean, I've had that convo quite a bit recently, and I'm telling like these guys that I'm coaching now who are like 20, 21. I'm just like, you literally have over 2 decades, if not more, of this bodybuilding thing. So take it slow because you know how when you're 20, you just want to go to failure on everything. You want to do drop sets, you want to kill yourself in the gym. Like, trust me when I tell you that might be fun. And it's like a relief to do that, to just let all your
Mhm.
energy out. But you're putting miles on your body for no reason. And you're going to need that longevity in this sport because it's a marathon sport. You know, very few people could just like come out of the gate at 20, what, 22, 23 and win a world title. It's happens, but it's rare. There are genetic freaks, but for most of us, we need, decades to accrue muscle and it comes so slow. So your mentality
Yeah.
is spot on.
Yeah, man, for sure. And also it's like you don't even know if you have good genetics. Some people don't know. For me personally too, I didn't know um my potential until like maybe 10 years of training.
Hmm.
And then I started seeing it. It takes a while for some people. Not everyone's like Kendall, where it's just like one
Yeah.
year and they could just be a world champ type thing. Not 1 year, but just like a few years of lifting and he's just like already there to be a world champ. So
Yes. Yes. So
um
if you want to be competitive in the sport, take a look at someone like that. I'm sure he works very hard,
yeah,
but
for
there are
sure, for
people out there
sure.
who just have it like that. They just do.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
got to be able to work way harder and longer than them to have a shot.
I think how old was he? 24 when he won he's the youngest world champ, right?
Yeah,
In the WNBF?
I think before
24.
25, if I'm not mistaken, he won it.
Yeah, yeah. I think he was like 24. I remember him saying
Mm.
that.
And I haven't
Uh,
seen him in the WNBF for a while though.
nah, some stuff happened.
Yeah, so he's competing.
Yeah, so last time he competed was 2021 with us at Vegas, and he went up against Bada, and Bada beat him. And it's just yeah, a lot of stuff
Okay.
happened. And
Interesting.
yeah, he's not coming back, he
Is
says.
is he doing IFBB or?
Yeah, so then after that he went to do that. You seen that run where he did the IF, I think he did the Arnold, won the Arnold, whatever, became a pro.
Mm-hmm.
IFBB Pro, and then now, I mean, we could talk about that now, because that's coming up next week. He's doing Ben Wieters Naturals IFBB. So if
Hmm.
he wins that, he could be he's gonna go to the Olympia for classic physique.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you been
we
keeping up
could.
with that?
So, I hear about it,
Mm-hmm.
but it takes a lot for me to really want to follow a natural bodybuilding org if I'm not
Mm,
seeing what lines up with being natural, if you will.
got you,
So, I mean, I'm mainly focused on WNBF, to be honest.
got you. Straight
Yeah,
one WNBF. I feel that
yeah,
WNBF is a real good organization, man.
yeah.
Um, every organization has its flaws, but yeah, I
Hmm.
love WNBF.
Yeah, so far so good. I have all good things to say.
Yeah.
Just to cover multiple topics. So I know you did have a hamstring injury at a certain point.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
you
That
could
was
touch on that for a
the
bit.
beginning of prep, man. So I started prepping. We did like a pre-prep so I competed 22. So the end of 2022, like December, I started like a pre-prep,
Hmm.
and I remember it. It was like the week after Christmas. Like the Christmas was like on a Saturday or Sunday. I'd get into the gym on Tuesday to do lower body. I
Hmm.
did. Nothing changed really. I think I got bad like sleep that weekend because it was Christmas. I was doing a lot of, I was with family, staying
Uh-huh.
up late, opening presents, whatnot with the kids and stuff, then my nieces and stuff. And um, yeah, I remember going to the gym on Tuesday. I do yoga. Usually I don't do yoga before training. That's the only different thing I did. aside from maybe like lack of sleep over the weekend.
Hmm.
And then I go to RDL, normal stuff, normal weight. Just like I think I was doing like reps for like 325. That's obviously it's relatively heavy. It's normal for at that time. It was, you know, good for like 8 reps for me. And yeah, I remember I did like the second rep and then did one rep. It was decent. It moved well. And then the second rep, I felt like I literally felt like when I went down, I felt like I got up, right? I turned around immediately because it felt like someone came from behind me and slapped the back of my leg with like a stick or something.
Hmm.
And then immediately I just knew something was wrong. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
pulled the hamstring, tore my hamstring, my left hamstring.
So about how long did it take you to get back to normal hamstring work?
Yeah, so shout out to Nick Liccamelli. He's the PT for 3DMJ. He helped me out. He's my neighbor actually, so um yeah, that helped a lot. So I went straight to him and then he evaluated me and then I was literally training that same week or the following week. Um but it was just like regress stuff. It took me I want to say I couldn't hinge for like 3 months maybe. So it kind of like hindered my prep because that's like the beginning of my prep pretty much for like I think maybe I want to say like March I started like hinging with just the bar, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah, so it kind of messed up my lower. Now I think about it, yeah, that probably had a big impact on the lower body stuff because I couldn't do full range squats. I couldn't anything where you pretty much would stretch the hamstring. I couldn't do for like three months I think. So
Interesting.
and then yeah, so I probably should have pulled the plug. I was just stubborn because I had it in my head that I wanted to do this. Um, but yeah, that's what happened, and I just went through with it. And I mean, I was able to compete, and I was able to do decent. But now in hindsight, I probably should have pulled the plug because that's not a good way to start prep. You
That's
know,
an
if you want to do your
understatement.
best, yeah, if you want to do your best. But
Yeah.
I didn't really start prep till like June ish.
Uh,
It was just like a pre-prep, but still, you don't want to start with a freaking torn
yeah.
hamstring.
Well,
Um,
props to you for toughing that out because,
yeah.
most people would have just said, all right, we'll do this another year. But now you're good now. Like you feel like you're back to 100%, no
Yeah,
issues.
I'm moving. Yeah, normal now.
Okay,
Yeah, thank God.
good.
I mean, Nick was a huge help with that for sure, because I wouldn't know
Okay.
what to do, really.
All right, good. I'm
I was
glad to
scared.
hear
I didn't
that.
have, thankfully, I didn't have to get surgery. It was just partially torn. It wasn't like
Mm,
a crazy tear where I needed surgery or anything.
mm,
So yeah, I was able to do certain movements, but it just had to be regressed until it built back up.
mm. Okay, I'm glad you're 100% now.
Yeah, we're good.
So speaking of injuries and, not you're so interested in doing many different sports, you mentioned MMA now. So
Yeah, man.
what school are you training at and what are you training? What's the range of martial arts you're training in at this place that you're at?
So I mean, so after my prep, I started doing boxing. Like I was just low key about it. I didn't really tell anyone, because I didn't want people to start saying stuff,
Hmm.
about how it's gonna affect bodybuilding. I already knew, but I just always wanted to get into fight training, and so I was doing that for a year, and then I kind of stopped in like July ish, and then I started focusing more on the just progressing my off season, and then man, the main reason why I started doing this is because down the street, everyone probably knows Alex Pereira, right? From
Mm,
UFC. His
yes.
coach, Plinio, he opened up a gym right down the street, like last week. And I've been seeing it because drive to one of my clients' house to train her, and it's like I drive by it all the time. So it's like a big bay door, it's like an old car garage. I think it was. So there's like a big bay door, and then his logo is just huge right on that bay door. So I drive by, I've been seeing it for the past few months before it opened, and then I saw the ad online, and I was like, yo, and I got a good promo, and then now I'm gonna meet him on Sunday. Alex Pereira is gonna be there. I think a bunch of probably UFC fighters and stuff are gonna be there because the grand opening. Um, so yeah, and then they just pretty much gave me a great promo. So I'm like, let me try it. Just all lined up. It's just super convenient because I could have done MMA at other gyms. It just was never convenient. I didn't want to drive, out of my town. I could literally
Hmm.
walk to this gym. So yeah, that's what pushed me to do it. I always wanted to do MMA. I was like, let me just do it now. Since especially since I'm into my off season, I know it's not obviously not ideal for bodybuilding, but probably just do it for a year, and then once I jump back into prep, I'm probably gonna have to stop. But at least I'll have a groundwork framework when I do want to go back or want eventually go back. So
Interesting. So that's cool. I didn't know that even his coach would be in Jersey. He must live in the state.
yeah, his coach is from like I don't know if you're familiar with the towns, but yeah, it's by me. He had a gym originally in Harrison. It's like maybe 15-20 minutes from me.
Hmm.
But he opened up in Nutley. I don't know why, but yeah, he's from that area. He's from maybe like 10, he's like 15 minutes away from my town.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So Pereira is probably going to end up training at these gyms for his fight camps, you think?
I think he lives in Connecticut.
Wow.
Um,
Okay, it's close.
so it's not too far, but
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he probably trains in Connecticut, but yeah, he'll probably pop in. It's a
It's very
beautiful
cool.
gym, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know he's gonna come like just do. Obviously, he comes and does like classes for the members and stuff. But yeah, I'm not sure. Like if he's gonna train there or I don't know. But Plinio, his coach is always there. Obviously, it's his gym.
Hmm. You
Yeah.
think
So
there's
now I'm
a
doing jujitsu, and then there's kickboxing, MMA classes. So right now I'm just dabbling in the jujitsu. Probably end up doing striking. We'll see. I'm just testing out everything, see how my body reacts, see what I can handle with the
hmm.
bodybuilding stuff because I don't want to really like scale so much back on my frequency on bodybuilding, on the bodybuilding side. Um, yeah. So it's just testing everything and seeing what works. I know it's gonna conflict, but we'll see. You know, try to make it work to the best of my ability.
So maybe Wayne in the future he'll be doing some MMA fights, maybe some
Ha!
grappling.
Now I don't plan on fighting, but I do want to know. You know, I do want to have the skills for sure. It's fun. Maybe
Yeah, it is.
grappling. Maybe like grappling competitions, not like an
Yeah.
actual UFC fight. I don't, or not UFC, but like
MMA fight, yeah.
a cage. I'm getting old for that.
How old are you now?
31.
Nah, you're young, bro. Young as hell. All right. So, if you guys didn't know, Worlds should be in a couple weeks, WNBF Worlds. And Wayne and I were thinking of just browsing Instagram and seeing, we probably know quite a few of the people that are going to show up this year, right? We have a bunch of people in mind, but we're going to browse Instagram and see what footage we could find of the potential Worlds competitors. So I would say, who better to start with than
Oh,
Dirk?
don't show your DMs, bro.
Yeah, probably shouldn't do that, right? I get some weird ones these days. That's
Dirk. Yeah,
there
we
he
gotta talk about
is.
Dirk,
All right.
the man. He's been on a tear,
So Mr. Dirk, man, he looks sick, huh?
locked in. I know he's been locked in, bro. I talk to these guys every day, so it's like I know this guy's just so locked the past couple weeks,
So this
especially
is
since
from
his last comp.
Taiwan. Yeah, so we could actually just start with a story because
Bro,
I think
Taiwan. Let's talk about Taiwan. The
okay,
production at Taiwan was
yeah,
crazy. You're so
we're gonna
lucky to be out there, bro, because all those
I
competitions
know
you're about to do,
it's gonna
you're
be
gonna get
so
great video and
awesome.
pictures out of there.
I can't wait. So
Yeah.
this is 14 hours ago today. It's November 7th. So this is
Yeah.
Dirk, my man, a couple weeks out from Worlds. He's hitting
Hmm.
some poses at the gym, looking disgusting. Absolutely
Yeah.
disgusting.
He's dialed. He's locked, bro.
Man, he's looking hard, detailed, full. He says he's eating up, right? You heard he's eating
Yeah,
up
yeah.
for
Did you talk to
Worlds.
him about this past show?
I didn't a little bit, not much. I said congratulations, and he's going to come back better in Worlds. That we talked about that.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So he apparently like he was still like he wasn't really at his best because just
Mm-mm.
recovering from the digging still. And you
Yes.
could see it from the pictures. I mean, in hindsight, I thought like leading up to it, I was seeing pictures every day. He was just sending in the chat and like he looked great. I think I don't know, just like the day of, it just yeah, I don't know. It
Yeah,
just didn't
he looked softer and
a
I
bit
guess not
soft.
as
Yeah,
full. But
yeah.
there's my man Dirk. So we're assuming it's going to be lightweight, middleweight, heavyweight. Is there even a bantamweight ever at Worlds? I feel like that's not a thing
Yeah,
anymore, huh?
yeah.
Are we
Was
getting
there?
bantamweight?
I don't remember. Was there last year?
I
I
don't
think
think
there was.
so.
No? Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
Wait, last year Dirk won
I was
the
there last year. He won the bantamweight, right? Or was it lightweight?
he won the lightweight, and then
Oh,
the
okay. So
tall
it was
guy
him.
won the middle, right? And then Brian won the heavy.
Right, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What's
Okay.
his name?
So do we got names on that
Benjamin.
the middleweight winner from last year?
Benjamin Schuster. And then
Schuster?
yeah, he looked good too. The dude's 21 or 22.
Bro, that's
Crazy,
insane.
bro. These yo,
Dude, what
European crazy,
they're
bro.
doing some crazy stuff out here. So this
He's
is the
22.
that's wild. This is the middleweight world champ last
Right.
year. He looks tall as heck too.
He's tall.
I mean,
And there's
insane,
what's his name?
insane
Is that
structure.
his coach?
Must be. He looks familiar as well.
Yeah, yeah. What's his name? Is that Kubik? Kubik? Or is it
That
what's
sounds like that would be his name. I don't know
is
his
it
exact name. I've seen him
Magnitude?
on social, but
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is from the
He's competing
INBA.
this weekend too. Or is it this weekend? He's competing at the Ben Weeder
Oh, is he?
National.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are a little long time ago. But this is the man who won last year in the middleweights. Just want to make sure we have enough time to cover all. Let's see how recent this is 6 days ago. I mean, you could just tell small waist, super wide shoulders, like insanely wide shoulders.
Yeah, he looked great, man.
I mean, amazing lats. So this is at the Walhalla, Germany, a year ago. So yeah, super impressive. And then last year's world champ, which was the heavyweight world champ, was Brian DaCosta.
Hmm.
Now, this is the top natural bodybuilder in the world right now.
Yeah, it's your competition. That's your weight class, bro.
This is my weight class for sure. So this is from
Yeah.
last year, ton of muscle. He's probably around my height, actually, 5'9" or so.
Hmm.
But I mean, just huge quads, clearly very conditioned, even on this photo, which isn't doing him that much,
Yeah, dude. He
but
looked
just
great, man.
just tremendous.
Oh, the competition last year was so good. And then this year is gonna even be better, probably. Or it's gonna be good. I don't know about better, but we'll see. I know a lot of
Well,
people are coming.
yes,
Babacar, right?
I was gonna say. So now what's the deal with Babacar, right?
I don't know. Dirk told me that he said he messaged him and he said he's trying to do worlds, so hopefully he comes up. I think Julian's not doing worlds anymore. I thought they were gonna go at it for that heavyweight.
Julian.
Look up Julian, the one that he just won. He won like DFAC Worlds. He just won the show Dirk did in Germany, the Walhalla. He won the overall over there, and then he just stopped.
Hmm. You know his last
I was
name?
reading his post too. What's it? What?
Do you know his full name?
Oh, let me look. Julian, I follow him. Oh, underscore Brueske. It's with the E, by the way. Julian with the E and not a A. That's probably why it didn't pop up. Underscore, yeah, that
Oh,
one.
there we go.
20K followers. Yeah, click on him. He went on a tear, bro.
Oh,
He won
yes.
seven
Yeah, yeah,
shows.
yeah.
He
Dude,
won DFAC Worlds.
okay. So
He did a lot of good competition, man. He
so
looks
yes,
great.
he won DFAC Worlds. Did you hear he was doing Worlds or no? I'm sorry, I didn't hear
I
you.
think Dirk reached out to him earlier in the season, and he said that he was planning to do Worlds. But if you read one his post, it's I think it said that he didn't want to do it because his team wasn't going, and he just was like kind of feeling the prep, just like a lot.
Because I did
Wanted
hear he wasn't going to, so I don't know if that changed.
Yeah, yeah, he ended at the Valhalla. That's a good way to end it though. He won
Yes,
the show.
this is it right here. The Germany
Yeah, so
WNBF
if you
Valhalla.
press the translation, it'll say it. Like
Gotcha.
if you scroll down and press C translation, I think it says something along the lines of like his team couldn't go, and then he was like getting sick after like a certain show, and yeah, like right there it says this ultimately led to me getting sick after Evo Classic and my condition deteriorated.
Okay, so it doesn't
Yeah.
look like he's going to be competing at Worlds. This guy,
Yeah,
you
unfortunate. I want
know,
to see him against Baba. That's his weight class, right? He's a heavyweight.
so Babacar, I believe, is middle. I
Oh,
believe.
is he? Oh shoot!
Yeah, I
I
don't think
just
he's
assumed he was
heavy.
heavy.
He was always middle, so unless he got way
Okay, so he
bigger.
probably is heavy, middle then.
But yeah,
Damn.
this guy has some frame. And then before this ends here, we have a few minutes, guys. We're going to look at Babacar. Now, Niang Babacar is multiple time WNBF overall bodybuilding world champion. Okay. And he's considered to be one of, if not the best ever to grace the natural bodybuilding stage. And as you can see by the photos that says the story here. So he hasn't competed in the WNBF for, I believe, a few years now, and he's finally coming back. So we're going to see him hopefully in a couple weeks, and he's definitely a favorite to take the whole thing. I mean,
Crazy, man. His shape is
just
crazy.
the shape, no waist. This is from a
Yeah.
competition he just did.
Oh my God.
I mean, the quads, he's got it all. He really
Yeah,
does.
he got it. Yeah, really.
So I'm looking forward to seeing these guys back on stage this year. Hopefully, I watch the live stream. Maybe I do it on Zoom if I could figure something out there and talk about it. But yeah, this
Yeah, I'll probably
year
try
it's
to
gonna
get
be
some
good.
good video of the show.
That's right, you're
I got some
going,
good
man.
video last year. They didn't let me
Awesome.
use my actual camera, but my phone, I had the new iPhone. I just got the new iPhone last year that came out, so it was like real good quality when
Perfect.
I
Now, how do the seats work? Can you get like close, you think, or
Yeah, I think it's first comes first serve with that. Like, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
we'll be
not
looking
gonna
forward
be
to that.
too close. Like, what's the best? Because last year I was like kind of in the middle,
I think that's best, right?
middle,
Right
but
in the
not
middle.
close. I was maybe like 10 rows back,
Hmm.
maybe more, but like in the
You,
middle. I could zoom it too. The zoom's not bad.
did you set up a tripod?
No.
Okay. Maybe
Did
worth it.
oh, I did. I think I might have. I don't remember, but I'm going to though this time.
Yeah, that might be worth it.
Weird. They don't let me use my good camera, but they let you use the iPhone, which is just not just as good, but it's friggin' like I could film 4K on my iPhone. So it's like weird.
Yeah, they don't because
But they
they
don't
don't
use
want
a
it to
little
compete
that.
with the photographer, I believe. I believe that's
Yes.
why.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch your footage for sure.
Yeah.
I wish I was there. I'm in Thailand now. It's just a super long trip. I'm not gonna be able to make it this year, unfortunately, but um
When are you
yeah.
competing? Next year?
So right now the target is gonna be, yeah, this coming year. So
Oh,
um my
next year's
body cooperates. We'll be pulling the trigger probably late March for prep.
yeah.
And then
Nice.
here we go. Yeah.
Excited to see that. Next year's gonna be good too. I think all of 3DMJ is competing again.
Yeah.
Or a good majority, like Berto, I think Eric Helms, I think Jeff.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's good.
competed. Berto competed at Worlds with me. It was
Oh, you did that year. Okay. That was
yep.
2022, you said.
Yeah, I chatted with him for a bit and it was a great lineup all around in 2022.
Yeah,
Really
yeah, that was
impressive.
the LA one, right?
Yeah. It's gonna be,
Yeah.
do you know where it's gonna be this year? I heard LA and Miami, but
That's what I've been hearing. LA. I've been hearing LA like as of
the-
recent because I think Leroy told me that because I was
okay.
chilling with them. I worked the Mr. America this year and they were working it too, so I was chatting with them. They'll be at Worlds too. You know
Okay,
Leroy,
good.
right? The Natty
Yeah.
Moose
Oh yeah.
guys. Leroy and I think Dan will be there, so it's
Awesome.
cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Awesome. All right, man.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that you want to mention before we end this in this episode?
No, that was short.
I know.
But yeah.
It felt short. I think it's 40 minutes though.
Yeah, I know. That's how it always happens. If you're just kind of chatting, it just goes fast
Yeah.
because it only unless you buy it, the app, it only allows 40 minutes or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But no,
Well,
man,
yeah, it was
we'll get
good.
into it next time, I guess.
Yeah, well, even further.
Get into it.
It was good seeing you, Wayne.
Yeah, nice
And
chatting, man.
yeah, we'll look
Thanks
out
for
for your
having me, man.
footage. Absolutely, man. It was awesome chatting with
Yeah.
you. And
Anytime you need me, I'm down because I know Dirk's not down for a few weeks.
that was kind of you threw a little some like you threw something
No,
on
no, no,
that.
because I know because he told me he was like, "Yo, like I can't do it right now. I'm just focused on my prep."
Yeah, we gotta
He
let
felt
Dirk do
bad.
his
He felt
thing.
bad. That's why he was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I know he wants me to do it, but I just can't."
yeah, we love Dirk. Everybody, we
Yeah,
love Dirk. He's a good
we just
man. He's the reason why
longevity.
I'm in Thailand. I'm in debt forever. He's just a good dude. He helped me out so
Yeah, we gotta
much.
talk about that. What the hell? I
Yeah,
remember you were like on when we had you on, you were talking about it. You're like very interested. I didn't think you were gonna really pull the trigger,
yeah.
especially because you have you have a wife or a girl or whatever.
I have a girl. She'll be here in 2 weeks. She'll be here in
Oh,
two
she's gonna
weeks.
move with you. Okay, okay, that's
Yeah,
cool. I
yeah,
didn't know
she'll be here
that.
in two
I thought
weeks.
you just left her and like she's like,
That'd be
bye. I'm gonna
very wrong.
bodybuild. Yeah, we
So
gotta
yeah,
chat because I want to know how Thailand is. I told Dirk I might come out there for a month next year if he's in the off season, so
yes,
we can
dude,
just chill.
please.
Because bro, he said he pays like 400 a month or 500 a month for his spot. I'm like, I could do that for a month, just chill out there and
Dude, it'd
come
be
back.
perfect. Actually gonna call you back in a second, but we're gonna end this here.
Yeah,
That's for Wayne Carmona. Thank you for being on. This is Gary
peace, man.
Amlinger, episode number 8 in the books. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.